Hello guys, welcome back. For this week's lesson we're going to focus on contrast. And what is contrast? The definition is the brightness or clarity of a composition provided by the juxtaposition of different colors or textures. This is an example of what yellow looks like based on different backgrounds. The intensity changes according to the background color. The materials are very simple. We'll only be needing highlighters, colored pencils, and colored markers. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to go to Google and pull up an image of a famous person or celebrity that you look up to the most, or someone that you just really admire. So for some people that could be Beyonce. We're gonna go ahead and use mine as an example. And I went ahead and used Conan Gray, and we're gonna pull up some images, but we're gonna go straight into the settings before we look at any of them, and go straight into advanced search, scroll all the way down into usage rights, and we're gonna make sure to click to make sure that it says all. So we're gonna go ahead and search again. Now these are our images that we can use freely. So we're going to go ahead and choose one that focuses on the face and shoulders, or from the shoulders and up. Mainly because I want you guys to focus on the facial features and how to create those using contrast. So we want an enlarged image, and now we're going to start on a quick sketch. So this is the first step in creating your simple thumbnail portraits. You can sketch a quick little layout with a pencil. Try to use, light markings so that they're not too visible in your end product. But I also want you guys to be able to get a good layout of the figure, shape, and form. I also want you to mind that I did speed up the clip just a tad bit, but I want you guys to take your time. After you finish your sketch, I want you to, with the highlighter, just color the entire face, and feel free to add in detail with the highlighter, such as hair, ears, hands, shoulders, and even clothing. I want you to really explore what you can do with the highlighter. Depending on the point of your highlighter, either a chisel point or a rounded point, I want you to experiment with the type of lines that you can make. Once I feel satisfied with my highlighter sketch, I'm going to go in with a color pencil that is the complementary color of the highlighter color that I used to fill in my figure's face. So in this case, I used an orange highlighter. I'm going to use a blue color pencil. I chose a light blue color pencil to lightly sketch out the facial features and other details. Once I am satisfied with the light blue color pencil, I am going to go ahead and go in with a darker blue color pencil to really define the features of my reference picture by adding a darker color on top of a lighter color. I'm creating that contrast and really defining the facial features and creating definition of the figure. Consider paying attention to the eyes, the nose, the pupil of the eye. How dark does it look in the picture? The hair always has different values in it and texture, and I want you guys to try and define that in your drawings. And here is the final sketch. For the purpose of this demo, I mostly focused on the face, but I would encourage you to further develop the body, the clothes, other features of your reference photo. This is more on the realistic side, but I wanted to let you guys know that you could also do a comic style or a cartoon style if that's more of your vibe. This example sketch is based off a family member, and I did not use a reference photo for this one, and that is okay. So really guys, you could go either way with your sketches, but I do want you guys to challenge yourself and push your limits and explore the material, the unusual material that I want you guys to use in this activity, which in this case is the highlighter. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I look forward to seeing your portraits.